The Parsha begins Ve'ela Mishpatim, and these are the laws. And the laws that the Torah is going to go on to mention are laws pertaining mostly to monetary laws, dealing with interpersonal matters. And this is what the Torah goes on and lists. And it begins with the words Ve'ela, and these are the laws. And Rashi explains, when it says Ve'ela with a Vav, and these are the laws, it's coming to tell you that it is connected to the previous Parsha, Parshas Yisro. We know Parshas Yisro has in it the Aseres HaDibros, the Ten Commandments, which are given at Sinai. And it's coming to tell you that just like the Ten Commandments were given at Sinai, so too Parshas Mishpatim, with all the laws, all the Chosh and Mishpat, all the monetary interpersonal laws, were also given at Sinai. That seems to be what the Torah is coming to tell us. Now, this lesson is actually very profound and very important for us to focus on, because many people seem to feel that the monetary laws that we have are mostly logical type of laws that any civilization needs to have. We need to have various regulations for how people deal with each other, what's considered legal, what's illegal, and that allows for civilization to kind of live together. And this seems to, very often we feel, whether consciously or subconsciously, is that these are our monetary laws as well. They're the same thing. It's kind of our system, our legal system, to allow for civilization to live together. But in fact, it's much deeper than that. And even if it's not going to hurt anyone, and even if we can come up with explanations and excuses, we have to understand these are Torah laws that should be given the same weight and severity that Torah law is given in every other arena. My Rebbe Reb Nissen Kaplan used to say over a story, he says a guy comes home one day from shul, and he tells his wife, the rabbi said, we can't buy from this butcher anymore. And the wife says, well, the other rabbi, the other shul in town, the rabbi didn't say anything. We should go change shuls. We should go be a member of the other shul. That rabbi's not saying anything. He says, no, we have to listen to our rabbi. We're lucky. We have a rabbi who knows, who understands. And he's trying to look out for our best. All right. Next week or next day or whatever it is, he comes home and he says, the rabbi says that we have to check our tefillin and we have to make sure mezuzahs are kosher. And if they're not kosher, we have to get new ones. And the wife says again, well, the other rabbi's not saying any of this. Maybe you should switch shuls. He says, no, our rabbi's looking out for our best. He understands, he knows, and that's what he's trying to accomplish. Finally, the guy comes, one day he gets into a squabble with his neighbor about some money, who he thinks he owes him money. He doesn't owe him money. And he feels the other man does owe him money, and he's saying not. And they go to the rabbi, and the rabbi says, no, he doesn't owe you the money. And he comes home to tell his wife, okay, I came to the conclusion we have to change the rabbi. We have to change shuls. When it comes to monetary issues, all of a sudden, the halacha, the stringencies, all the attitude that we have about trying to be the best Jews we can, all of a sudden falls to the wayside. Monetary issues somehow blind us, or we lose that sense of importance of trying to fulfill the Torah to our best. You can have people who are very, very frum and very, very strict in observance of every law in the Torah. When it comes to things like, telling their kid, they go to an amusement park and they know that if you're under 12 years old, it's cheaper than if you're an adult. And they tell the kid who's 14, just tell them you're 12, tell them you're 11, whatever it is. This is one of the areas of life where people are like, yeah, it's okay. They have enough money. They make enough. It's okay, And these types of areas, it happens all the time where people all of a sudden just forget about the fact that this is also given at Sinai. This is also Torah. This is no different than eating pork. We have to make sure that we are strict in these areas of Torah, no different, no less so than the other areas of the Torah. Have a wonderful Shabbos.